Okay, today's stream, or a little bit of a stream anyway, for about an hour and a half or so, is me refactoring behavior tree stuff. Well, bits of it to work, so it basically goes from initiates the spawn, spawns them in, then goes to the initial point, which in this case would be work, because it'd be spawning from the home point and then going to work, and then at some time X after I've been in work, they come out of it and go to lunch, and then from lunch back to work is where it is right now. However, today isn't about progressing that system anymore. It's basically about refactoring it, just because it's a little, it has things that aren't quite right. For example, this was me setting something in here. So when I'm passing that key, I'm just reading it and saying, hey, go in here, but you don't need to do that. You can just set it in here. So I'm going to do that first. So this becomes a variable in here. We just pass into the function. And I believe it's a name. Yeah. So what's this going to be? Key name or what? With a key name for well, that's going to be a name. Oop. And it's going to be public. The key name for it's really the vector, so it's location of, it's basically a key name for location. So that'll be like work, home, etc. That pass, yeah, what's its default? Key name for location is none. That's probably fair enough, I think, because I want to catch this basically. Oh, not there. This. Maybe I get. Maybe no blackboard access. So I don't need to do this key. I don't need to get the blackboard value's name. Just that. Infinity here. That's how it used to be. That. I'll save back out. In here needs to be whatever this set it to, which I believe is just work. Yep, this work. Limits. Okay. Work. Don't need to do that anymore. Oh yeah, did I set the did it anywhere else? I did not. Okay, we don't need this. And it also means you can see this here in the actual behavior tree itself. And right. Also means whenever I do a reset command, I can actually do one in here. which is nice because I did want to use this all over the place and did. So that would be in here. Oh yeah, no, don't need to do that. And this key name is work again, is it? Yep. No longer need that because we got it direct. Work, move to command, lunch. No, these names are exact, so they're within the blackboard. I think within an enum within the blackboard, should I say? Yeah, it's these. I'm grabbing the vector for these, and these have to be exact, otherwise it won't work, which would be not good. We don't need this unless it does something else, which it shouldn't. So more refactoring. Reached lunch. Oh, it's just the move command I'm doing for now. Any more? Should be 4 of them, but I haven't done the last one yet, I don't think. So, what else? Reached lunch is like a, yeah. This feels like it could be combined into a function. Because there's another one that's like that somewhere else, I think. Nope. Okay, what we got? That was work, lunch, and home would be the other one. So that would be after it's done. At work late. This at work late? Yeah. Okay. That's its state. At work late. So, and once it's done, there may need to be a timer. Yeah. Oh, that's at work late. Yeah, going from work to home is going to be something else entirely. Probably way over here. On for home, which we don't want. Those are just me making sure that I fill them all in. That's why they're there. And need anything else? This will be set, so it doesn't really matter. We could do it down here, but yeah. In theory, this should be getting set, but these are do once commands anyway. So, and push. I have nothing that will set this anyway. Travel to home state, because that's what this does. And commit to commit from the selection. And not sure if there's any other checks or anything to do, but I'll leave that. Okay. There's the spawn, and then if that's set, then it goes here, goes forward in here, going to work early, which is fair enough. And then if the destination isn't set, destination, And in theory it goes down here, but it doesn't. It ends up going here, I think, because this succeeds, I guess, even in the second one. I think because it gets called more than once. No, it's do once stalls. I think it passes back something. Which is fair enough, I guess. Has to pass something back. It doesn't matter what it passes back, to be fair, pass or fail. It's passing something. It is going to get tested. In theory, if this isn't getting set. In theory it is, but it doesn't seem to work too well. Anyway. And okay, what's next? What are we doing here? We're gonna refactor bits and pieces. That'll be the next thing. We've done this. Guess it'll be the timer. So, I mean, this is almost. Yeah, it's this. So when we're checking this, and this is in here, and then we're setting the Blackboard value. So we don't actually want this on a receive tick. Yeah, that was the other thing. For some reason on the Blackboard, it does both. An event receive tick AI and a event receive tick. Now, there it should only be doing one. But I'm nearly sure because I turned the collision off, it goes, oh, no, we're no longer using AI. Let's do the other tick. But it seems to work if I use the AI one. So I don't really like running it off ticks because, but since they're going to be about 350, but we aren't reading anything, are we? Yeah, if we did it as a bool, I guess, or something within here just to go quite quickly once it's done. That'll be fine. We want it to basically bail out very quickly if so that it saves frames. But for now, I'm not worried about that. That's not why I'm refactoring it to make it readable, make it more sort of generic. So we do that first, and then we'll see what the speed's like. Man, I'm running 150. I don't know. Yeah, I'm running 150 of these things, and it's not. They're not doing anything to the frame rate. So I'll worry about it when it happens, sort of thing. I will refactor it for optimization later, but now. Because if I optimize it now, I may change the way it works entirely, and it's just wasted time. Okay, so what do I need to do here? What needs to be out? Made variable. What would I like? What would make it most useful? So, few things. There's the timer for how long someone would stay in there. Stay in the thing like a default, like a time. I have it on a time. Basically, when they go in for lunch, they set an exact amount of time and then come back out. Obviously, later on, there'll be a random element in there. But for now, that's what happens. It's just a set amount of time. And it's pretty low at the minute, but yeah. Okay. So what do I need to make variable? tolerance for AI, target to place, time to wait for lunch. This one. Whoop. Okay, the other thing is this. This enum. So we need to make this global and publicly available because we need to set that. So I don't know if this will even work for this. That's a movement result. Wait, what? Did I do the wrong thing? Oh, oh yeah. Where did I go with that? Could have been travels. Oh, this doesn't have a thing. So this one's private, and I didn't actually need to add an enum in here, which is I don't know what to call it. Inside a function, I'll just do G travel state. Travel state. And then we need to find the enum for it. I believe it's going to be travel state. Okay, we then make that public. And save, compile, save. Have a look to see whether. Yep, that's what we want. So where were we? At work timer. So if we're at work early, we wouldn't. Do we want to be doing spawn for lunch after we do this? What are we doing? Travel state, spawn for lunch. Yep. That's what we want to be doing. Spawn for lunch. So we can now get rid of this Blackboard access and have our lovely global, which is kind of weird because it's a global within the function. Okay, Blackboard, wait a minute, that's wrong. We still have to set the Blackboard travel state. Just get rid of this. We still have to make the key selector. Right. Okay. I'm just wondering whether to take that travel state outside. I don't think that will help. I don't, because it is travel state is what it's going to be. If I was writing some sort of generic thing to just set travel states, I could do that. But nah, it doesn't need it. Okay, we have wait time for lunch. And all these are local. The thing about each of these instances has its own timer for this. So you can, once it's set, then it can be done again. And I think for now, that, yeah. Okay. And at work early, reached work, is that what I want to do? We're at work early, we want to say we reached work. Okay. Now do a bunch of stuff. What are you going to do? Get a do once in there, we're going to have to do something about the about this so that we can reset it all. Okay. It's a visual debugger state for the for each entity, AI entity. Work countdown timer, which is a key. Okay. So when that goes in, use it, test, oh, can work. Oh, can work. Oh yeah, I did test that and it worked fine. And wait time for lunch. So oh yeah, the first time through, yeah, right, yeah. Oh yeah, this makes sense, yeah. So can we genericify this bit? Could say what the selected key is and what the time we want to set is. Eventually we'll replace this. Could also set what message we want to put in. Yeah, we do all that. And then we put a key, make a key name for this. So we need Blackboard key for the countdown. That'll be a name, I believe. Name, right? Name. Right. We have down key timer name. And we will do this push. Oh, I should say Blackboard. 3 underscore 2. Okay, Blackboard. Okay, I'll grab that. We get time for lunch. Isn't really lunch anymore, it's more time for key, create time for timer, so that we have that, and then we'll have to have a message, which again, text. I'm not sure that's so good, but some text, move on, and global Blackboard, debug, AI text, what it is. Very nice global. The due time is fine. This though is not. Now you want to be grabbing that. Gosh. I just basically paste it because I cut it from there. We probably need to compile it if it hasn't already done. And gosh. And now, what is the debug test message? It is at work. phone. Let's do that. Okay, target timer's 5, blah, blah, blah. Seems good. Okay, this, what does this do? Probably set something. Oh, that's setting, it's basically setting the timer. Once it reaches working, it sets the timer, and that only does it once, right? Yeah. Do a reset at some point, but not for now. Okay. So, wait, I've already done this. Going for lunch. The only thing I need to do. The travel step, where does it get? Okay, what goes on? Wait time started, which I'm guessing is going to be false. So first time through, it's going to be false. It's going to go in, grab the time, add the way, setting up a target time. So adds the wait time for lunch, which is your global. And that adds it to that and says this is the time we wait for. And then it finishes. And then it will get called again. And it will run through and go grab the travel state. Right. What? Oh, I see. Okay. So it's only if the current time is bigger than the target time. Once, because before that it just quits out. And once it is, then it just swaps to the next state up. Well, or the state that's declared here. Yep. That's the next one. So the way this works is send a sequence, goes there. I'm rubber ducking a bit. Just as you do. And if you're not aware of what rubber ducking is, it doesn't mean having a nice bath and putting a rubber duck in it. It means talking to something, an inanimate object, basically, to work through your thoughts. And programmers use it a lot. This technically is programming adjacent. It's logic. I don't like thinking of it as programming because I don't particularly like it. I'm not particularly good at it, or probably will be. English and language, just nope. Anything a PhD can tell you is that you're too curt with your language. My supervisor hated me. Well, he didn't, but like, you know, he didn't like editing it because he said my stuff was too tight, because I would be very scientific and stuff, and he just didn't like it. And he ended up like a lot of loose language, and I'm just like, ew, dumbed down and stuff, and I don't like that at all. It's supposed to be, I thought it would be, I initially thought it would be for other sort of people who would know what the hell they're doing, as opposed to someone who could come along and just read it out of a library. That's what it was, and there's a bunch of stuff that got cut and never included and stuff. Yeah, I didn't like my PhD. Kind of put me off the whole cancer research thing. It's the whole money thing, I think. So the whole thing is get money, and it's not really about You know, there are probably places where it is about the research and stuff, but I left it too late. So, anyways, that's sidetracked. Right, okay. I work early. What do we want to do? I mean, this is weird. Why do I have that there? That is the same as this. Probably because I had those two things in it initially. Right. Okay, I don't need that. And what else? Okay, so we reached, if it's reached the work, then is there, wait a minute, no, wait, does this ever fail? I'll fail the cast. If the cast fails, it doesn't really matter anyway. Yeah, it succeeds all the time, so it doesn't matter. What I was concerned with there is because I'm taking it out of another sequence, the sequence can fail, and then it would fail the sequence and move on, rather than carrying on to here. So, but that's not an issue. And then we have that. You might be wondering what this wait is for. It's for when it's so that this isn't running and this isn't running every frame. Basically, it'll wait a second. So, because this will pass, then it'll go here and just wait a second before it calls it again. So, yeah. Just a little optimization because it's not. If you're wanting precise stuff, then you wouldn't do that. But for this, woolly imprecise is exactly what I want. So good enough. Right, okay. So that's artwork early. Did we handle the spawn? Spawn's done. I want to leave this in here because I want this to set this, but it's for some reason it just goes down here, and I'm not exactly sure why. It should be setting this and then going in here, but anyway. Okay. Got that work early. Okay. After that work early, then we'll be leaving for lunch and stuff. We're here. So I guess I'll tackle this one first. We got at lunch, spawn for lunch. Spawn's the first one. So I would like spawn on the left. It's the same roughly as reached work, really. I would like the spawn on the left. That's where I'll put it, and if we get problems, then yeah, then I'll fix them. I definitely want the spawn there because it makes sense to me that the spawn would be on the left. Okay, do we need anything else in here? Anything in here? There's a message I could change. Okay, we're not using that anymore. Okay, what we got? We got do once movement reset. Huh. I don't know why that's being set because I don't think I have anything that processes it. Cast failure. Okay. This is weird because I don't think I actually have anything that does that. Now there's a travel state. Okay, this can be generalized. Okay. do once. This is prevent receive tick. Nothing like being inconsistent. Right. Event. Receive tick. AI. So I don't actually want this link to this. I believe that's the yourself. Boop. And then I think we go boop. And we don't care about you, so bye bye. And because in theory this is in theory this is going to be operating only on the AI. That's what I was saying is it does both, which is it confused the hell out of me. That both of them, I thought it would be one or the other, but it seems to call the other one. It maybe is some sort of safety thing. I don't know. It just seems odd that it calls both. But it should be AI because this is what we're doing. We're in the middle of a blackboard using a behavior tree, which is AI. Okay, so we need to do this. We need to make a enum. And we're going to go, what are we doing? We are setting the blackboard travel. Okay. Travel mode to set. Okay, we then grab this and go travel state. Make it global so we can change it in the function outside. And we then go grab the travel state. Not gonna literal anymore. Okay, travel state's gonna remain the same, so I'm not worried about that. And I'm not sure about this. Not sure why it's saying it needs to reset. Really not sure. I'm just gonna comment it. Probably don't need this right now. Okay. Maybe then have text for the lunch. We'll do anyway, even though it is a debug thing. It's text, yeah. I'll be eating a bit of memory for that text. I'm not actually sure how much memory text actually takes in Unreal. Get. This needs to change too, so that it's so that I can grab it and put it, assign it to many different ones. Actually, I'm not sure it does. I can just swap out the model and stuff. I'm not sure whether I can do that real time, so this may have to change. Might just be able to swap the model out at runtime. Can I do that? Pretty sure, because I mean I do the buildings real time, so it's just whether there's like maybe time issues. We're here. We are, yeah. Okay, let's go back out and make sure we're setting everything. It wasn't. Yeah, travel state. Okay. So the next travel state is at lunch. Nope. Well, that would be at lunch. And reach to lunch. Now, the weird thing about this is this isn't what's going to detect it, is it? No. This, I don't think, is needed because this detects it. So, where are we? Here, just to kind of go over it with people who are not familiar. The AI move to it's first of all movement result. If you try and take it and run it off and take the movement result, it's the previous frames one, so don't do that. Don't rely on it. On these two, it'll work, but these two are callbacks. Yeah, the equivalent of callbacks if they're not all actually callbacks. So if you try and issue it and it fails, you do some prints because you want to do that. So when the AI goes from point A to point B, when it gets success, which is based off of this and tolerances and acceptance radiuses and stop on overlaps and things, these are just conditions, but it monitors it itself, so you don't have to. It's it's nice and easy. And then on success, will get triggered when it reaches the destination. And I have a little print saying, "Hey, I got there and got to destination callback." I called it a callback. I presume it's a callback. And we got the travel state. Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, I don't like the fact that I'm using this, but everywhere. I mean, I could, rewire it and stuff, but it's the same thing. It's not going to change. And I already kind of generified this anyway. So gets the blackboard value, and it's doing print string things with it. Also switches on it, which is handy. You can switch on in the enumerator. I mean, people don't like switches for some reason. Never been a big, switch is fine. I mean, it's not optimal, but it's fine for all it's getting called. Okay, so basically, if it was getting to work early, it says it's at work. Because I was traveling to lunch, and then at lunch, you can kind of see the pattern. Lunch to work, not work late, travel to home, resting, the last one. And this some prints and setting the travel state. This is setting the travel state to travel state local, which is set here. And that's why I said it's already generic, so it detects what one it's on and ups it, basically to the right one, depending on what it was before. And yeah, then it goes, sets this, which I think is just, it's like it's just adding in some text to basically the state. So it'll go like travel state on move equals 2 and stuff. And if you don't already know, these travel states are enumerators. Enumerators start from 0. This is just how they work. It's, we used to rely on that, and you could literally do things like add 1 to them and stuff, but these days, all like, you probably still can, but people would probably prefer you to set it like that. But if you're wanting to get every single frame out, you're probably adding one to some counter somewhere in assembly language. Anyway, so these start at 0, 1, 2, etc., etc. And it returns a true. Again, I still don't like this. Not sure what to do with it. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. This. Where? Nope. We're not eating lunch. No. Spawned it. Done that one. Reached lunch. Oh, we haven't done that one yet. That's weird. Yeah, I've done this. That was the one from before. Lunchtime chimer attack. Is that where we are? Nope, we haven't done that one either. Okay, so where was the other ones? We need to kind of figure out what we've done. So we have an artwork timer check, which, yeah. So I'm probably going to rename this. These are independent. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'm going to genericify this bit. This function itself, every time you instance it. So if I was to cut and paste this somewhere else, these are independent. And the function itself runs independently, the bools, etc., within it. At least that's the way it was working. I don't know if that'll happen when I have these globals in here. I'd imagine it's the same, but you can never be too sure. The network timer, right, okay. We have lunch timer check, but we're not doing that anymore. At least, yeah, we need to do this. Rename it. Can you rename it? If you don't know where this is, I'm not sure you can you rename it? I don't see a rename somewhere. Yeah, I don't see renaming that. That's what we're about to do. So it should be in here. So let's, which one are we editing? Ran AI meet network timer check. So meet network timer check. There. That's timer check. This we're making it more generic, and it should, in theory, have changed it within the blueprint. At least I hope it changed it within the blueprint. At least that one. It did not. Oh, that's interesting. Really? You didn't change this? Really? Oh God. Really? Have to reload this or something? Okay, so we need to do this. That's an annoying bug. Timer check. And we need to spawn for lunch. So weird. Because how can it have that? That doesn't exist. That's a crash waiting to happen, I bet. Just to see. That was yeah, it was AI. Now check, yeah. At lunch. That one's over there, which we haven't dealt with yet. But yeah, that's awful. I don't like that. Yeah, I'd expect it to kind of go here. Wait a minute, there's no, even if it would just come up with an error, say there's no function. Yeah, that's a got you waiting to happen. Right, okay, so grab that. So this is the timer check, which we're getting rid of. Replace it with this one. So this is at lunch. So for at lunch, we will then we're not going to spawn for home, I guess, or travel to home. Spawn for home, I guess. No, yeah, spawn for work actually. To work, I guess. To work late. Work early, at work early, spawn for lunch, travel to lunch, at lunch. Lunch to work. No spawning. We want that. We want this. Okay. And this is okay. Lunch. The spawn reached lunch. It's gonna just that's the logic. That's done. Do we do the timer check? Only do it if it reaches it, I'm guessing. And or if the timer's gone. Yeah, if the timer's gone. Okay. Why is this here? Oh yeah, that's setting the timer. Not even sure I need that. Do I need that? I suppose it gives me an initialization and to separate the states between initialize and check and see whether it's got finished. And then this would be lunch to work. So what's that? Travel to lunch? Why is that there? Isn't that what this does? No. Nope. Okay, lunch to work is what that does, okay. So, okay, let's get this order right. Okay, spawn for lunch, which is at the minute is just saying set the travel state, and yeah, just setting the travel state, and then the travel state at lunch. Oh yeah, it is spawn for lunch. Oh yeah. So when they're at work, then they go to lunch. They need to be spawned. Yeah, even though they're still actually hanging around in a pool party. Because that's where all my meat bags will be. They'll be in a pool party. So once that's done, then they spawn, then they go to lunch, and then yeah, they're spawning for lunch. Then they have to travel to it. They have to travel to lunch. is here. So then we get the order right. Get the logic right. Okay, so then once they've got to lunch, then they're at lunch. And I wanted a little separator between when it just reaches and then the timer check. And then they will go from lunch to work. No, there's nothing special about that because the travel state will be lunch to work, but then the move command's the same. Okay. Kind of makes sense. It's going to be roughly the same for that work late, which is here. Okay, move these out of the way, move this across a bit. We'll remove these, I think. Yeah. Boop. It'll be a lot easier to process now. I'm not sure selectors what I want here. Kind of probably want more of a sequence, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, it will be a sequence because it's going to be roughly the same. Oops, sequence. Oop. So if you don't know what the difference is, selector selects the first one that finishes, sequence goes in sequence until one of them fails. So selector goes and kills one of them, it passes back at it finished. And sequence is kind of keeps going until one of them fails. And what we were going to do is add a nice decorator in here. Blackboard. And we're not doing self actor, we're going travel state. Where's travel state? There you are. And we are. Let me go into that work late, can I? 2 work late, maybe. Says that work late, but I don't think that's what it's doing. Lunch to work. I guess something will call that work late. Where we. Then we're going to need. Maybe similar to this. What does this do? This just says resets the countdown timer. Work countdown timer. Yeah, it's just a countdown timer now, but this probably needs a little work just to kind of help it out. Okay, so what we need to do here? We need like a generic one, I guess, for the Blackboard for individual agent. Do I need to do? I don't think I do. Leave it at eat lunch for now. We do the rest of it. Because it's not really refactoring anymore, it's more doing bits and bobs. Okay, so we're at work. Yeah. Traveling, lunch to work, which means we'll arrive here, so it needs to do the test. like do this, wouldn't it? Okay, then I'll set the travel state too. Yeah, I'll do that work late. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that'll handle that. But we'll be at work late, so we'll need to do the timing. Timer check. Right, I don't need and what are we going for? We're going from there at work late to spawn for home, and should be it. So now this travel to is it different than the spawn for home? We will grab that, say and grab this. One for home. Connect you up. Oh, and that's it. So if you are unfamiliar, it just moves from left to right if you don't know these things. Mine's pretty flat in terms of hierarchy. Okay. Now the real question is whether bits of it will work and get to. I'm hoping it will get to here, but it might not. The other thing is, because I have 150 of these, I'm not going to know which one of these is going to be there. I better save first. Sometimes these things crash. Okay, are you doing anything? You complaining? Okay, we've got a couple of unaborted ones. Oh, few aborted ones. In fact, it's probably all aborted. Why did you abort? Oh. We got one, two. That was only a couple. Okay. And where are they? Okay, again, just to see whether it's doing anything. You doing anything? Are you spawning anybody? Oh, you are. Okay. I was a little worried that it wasn't working at all. Okay, since that's up and running, I want to know if this is doing anything. And it is, okay. So the idea is to wait until it gets to lunch and then the rest of it, and see whether it goes through the rigmarole of doing it. Now, if you're in a professional environment, you wouldn't do this. Unless you wanted to make lots of cups of tea or lots of water. Because I'm testing it as it would be running through the entire map. If you're in a professional environment, you would literally have a test level and you would have it very short and stuff rather than waiting around. Speaking of which, I work early and there's a wait command, okay. And what's that doing now? You moving? Yep, impact timer check. And lunch to work. And now we're at work late, but now where's it gone? Is it dead? You somewhere else? It appears to be dead. Did it get somewhere over here? At work late. Let's get into here. I'm not sure spawn for home's doing anything. Maybe it needs something below it. Okay. I mean, it is getting to here, and then it's just stopping. No, is this a sequencer selector? The selector, maybe it's passing. Well, no. Yeah. Okay. Back timer check. Let's see. Oh, how to do that? On for home. On a 5 say, oh, I forgot to reset the timer, I think. Oh, well, I didn't forget. I was trying to see whether I needed to reset the timer. I don't think I would need to. So, oops, didn't want that coming up. Man. What? Oh, what? There we go. Okay. So it is getting here, but it isn't spawning for home. It's not, I don't think it is. I don't think it's reaching here. And with fast, then it would do this. Time and second, lunchtime start time. This wasn't set up, then the get time and seconds would always be above that, which would mean it would set the travel state. Even if it doesn't set it, it should, in theory, set it. I mean, if you really wanted to be, if you wanted to basically do that, technically what you could literally do is just do a wait, you know. But I don't want to do, I want it kind of in the same function and controllable, as it were, opposed to inbuilt in here. Do it that way if you wanted to hard code it. Okay. Okay, I need to do something here, I think. Try. Yeah, I might just do a rename and say we're spawn from or something. Either I just set it. I mean, just set it to the next one. Right. Okay. Either that or we just ignore the spawn for home and we just say travel to home. That would work. That's the same thing. And okay, travel to home, blah blah blah. Get that one. I'll save all. Okay, boom. And that's where we are. Traveling. Oops. Okay. Okay, we're still traveling. Aborted moves. That's bad. Yeah, there's numbers not being set. Can you tell? Yeah, I'm guessing I need to set some numbers there. Yeah. Brought it home. Just a smidge. The soup's all wrong. To be fair, this is what you want. If you ever have a bug, you don't want it being just like 0.1 off. You want it like this, because then it's bloody obvious, which is great. So this is now actually it was at work early, and then it's saying this really. I need to figure out what the travel state is here. I think it's at work early, but there are ones getting to at work lates. Not so sure. Find out. Okay. Blah blah blah. Wait. Is that AI move failed? But it's definitely in the movement. There is no movement here. Oh, no, there is. This is it. So okay. It's not blocked, is it? Failed, okay. Failure, what's failing because the destination's wrong? Wait. The value that it prints off. Which one's which? We have an actor location. The actor location is fine. But the destination. Yep. Just that one. More from there. It's grabbing the key name. The key name for the location. Okay, which would be work, home, etc., etc. Oops. I don't know. Yeah, that said none there. Didn't it? Did that not say none? Maybe home's not location. Home is definitely a location. So we have work. We have work again. Lunch to work. Lunch. So okay, let's see. Now this. Okay, we need to just check the check this. That's the first meat bag X command. That says lunch. Fine. X command is work, which is fine. X command is work, which is also fine. And here is home. It's fine. Let me just see whether it is fine or not. Not sure what would cause that. Right. Oh, still doing it. Okay. When it does that within there, I'm going to have to get the travel state somewhere. We don't have the travel state set here, do we? We don't have access, or we do have access to it, but like, need this. We could grab it from there, but I'd rather grab it there. We'll need an append. Another append. Okay, where do we want it? Put it here. Do an append. And I think we'll have 2 appends maybe. 2 appends? Nah. No, yeah. But I don't have 2. This is bad. I should just put it as a string and print it out. There'd be some people shouting at the screen if I ever did this. Okay, where are we? We're looking for the enum, the travel state. TS space TS equals right travel state here, and then we'll need the enum for the travel state. Do a travel state local is fine, is it? No, we need the actual global one. So we will need let's grab it again. And it should be we'll do a conversion and flash. Need that travel state just to see whether it's see which particular one it's going wrong at. Okay, so obviously they're arriving at work, no problem. And there we go. There's the first one. And let's move down. So travel state equals 9. So I was not paying attention. That was the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Travel to home. So that was the thing where I was trying to basically go from here to here without doing a spawn. Which is weird because I don't turn it off. Unless I do. I think I turn anything off. We were doing that. Okay, so what's this one? Home. Do I say at home? That's actually a good point. I could be sitting trying to fix something that I never set. I'm nearly sure I do because I'm nearly sure that's where they spawn from. But I'm not 100% on that. Let's see. Let me just have a sanity check here where I'm going to check the event graph. Okay, I'm setting something. And the okay, got a location. We're setting the home. Set actor location. Teleport. It's the blackboard value. Yeah, I don't actually set it. See, sanity checks. Huh? They are useful sometimes. So even though I'm setting the actor location, I didn't set the blackboard value for the home value. So it's sitting. That's why it's those huge numbers. Yeah. Yes. That's horrible. It's one and done, I suppose. It is not something let's just say it's not something I would particularly want to do this way again. Right. Okay, so I need to do this. Grab. Push. This would be a lot easier as a function, I think. This needs refactoring. This would work much better as a function. You know, so that you basically pass in this with these. They're pretty much fixed. This, we need to go home. That's not actually an issue. That's interesting. No, it doesn't like that. Why do you not like that? What don't you like about that? Oh, right, okay. And okay. Yeah, there's a bit I left something somewhere. I've left disconnected piece of crap somewhere. Yeah, here. Okay. This is ignored. I'm going to put comment them ignoring it and just skip bypassing it. I should create a comment from that. I'll create a comment from this and then just change it. Come on. Again. Press. Spawn for home. Because it should never get here because it goes straight from here to here. Right. So here. It'll ever get to the home though. I need to work at really okay. Ooh, we got a resting state. Is when someone's finished. first one that's actually they're basically finished. I'd imagine they go dead though. I don't have you know, if they're sat still for too long. Work, what? On phone, that's an initial one. TS state on move, it was 10. I think that's the edge one. Like, yeah, there should be a lot of them at work late, not too many of them at work early. Surprised it's taking them this long. Suppose, yeah. Okay. A few of them are tagged up as resting. Okay. Seems to be that, in fact. I'm not sure how long I've been streaming, but that's oh, an hour and a half. Okay. That's kind of what I would expect. So reasonably productive day. So what did I do? I refactored some of this stuff, and now they're getting to so whenever they go here, they are actually going from resting to, they are triggering the resting thing from travel to home once they get to the destination. So that's a complete day. Then I got the pain in the ass of doing a reset on them. But that's tomorrow's me problem, not today's. So yeah, I mean, having these things out here is actually very useful, even though they're globals. Yeah, but but you know, it is what it is. You just work with what you've got. So yeah, I mean, they kind of look like function stuff, so it's fine. I mean, not sure in the code whether they're accessed as globals or not, but like, yeah, it's not running every frame anyway. Well, technically it is, but you know, most of it's bypassed. Right, okay, that's it. So hopefully tomorrow then I'll be doing more of the tomorrow is basically where once they've rested for an amount of time, then it restarts. So I'll do that with just the one, I think, and I'll maybe make it so that the home and work and stuff are all a lot closer, because yeah, just to do that and then put it to the generic one after that. And maybe make a different branch for it, or different, like, just force it. It's like 2 a.m. so right, stop streaming, and yeah, if you're up for the thing, I wasn't well today, so that's why there was no meditation stream today. I'm okay-ish now, but yeah. Right. See you later on or tomorrow or